So, I'm going to have a little bit of a rant. So prepare yourself for this. And before anyone says it, I know there's double white lines. Alright, just leave it. So, you can probably see we're by Stonehenge. And on possibly one of the most stupidest bit of roads ever. Obviously, that's just my opinion. It's the middle of the afternoon in the week. It's not, you know, it's not rush hour. It's not. Alright, it's summer holidays, I suppose, but you know, look at them. Look, just stop in, having a good old stare. Get on with it. If you want to look at some rocks, then go and pay your money and look at some rocks on your own time. Not my time. Not all these people's time. You know, that's it now. Look, you can't even see them. Gone. And look at the queue. Just ridiculous. Thank you, sir. Nice Merc. You know, thank God for this little bit of road, otherwise this be a right bugger. Anyway, rant over. I'm still annoyed, but rant over.
Mr. Martin.
One coffee.
Ooh, thank you very much. You're a good man. Right
Cheers.
then. Cheers. I'm just going to place this up here.
Yeah, don't spill it.
I won't spill it. I won't spill it. So then, episode 2. You've had this a little while now. This CB, and yeah, I'm still really pleased after my first ride on it, because it was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. It's not in the same, you know, if you're talking fast bikes, it ain't the same league as an MT10 or a 12.0 or a whatever. But it's good bikes. How are you finding it?
It's still a Honda at the end of the day, but it's a 1000cc Honda, which has got a bit of a kick to it. So yeah, I'm still enjoying it as much as when I bought it, picked it up. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a bit of fun. So much so I took it on track for the first time the other day.
And how was that?
To start with, very nerve-wracking.
Oh, you've not really been on track before, have you?
I've done a track school, but not a track day.
Right.
So this was kind of like a little introduction to Coombe, gas Coombe, and then off you go. So did a few sessions on that, and yeah, no, it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and hopefully we can go and do it again. This was the kind of only bike like this in those lower groups, because it was new to track group. Everyone else had more sports bikes, up to sort of 600 CBR 600F style sports bikes. So I did look a bit odd.
Yeah.
But it's a great bike for track, you know, for handling and
is it?
power.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it gave me more confidence in it. It's definitely a versatile bit of kit. So,
okay.
It was a good morning, definitely. Yeah.
Lovely old job. And what else? Did you manage to glean anything else from it?
From the track day? Not really. I just got a bit excited.
Okay, let's talk about some other stuff then.
Yeah.
So now, I did notice something.
Yeah.
Actually, mister.
Yeah.
That's appeared.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go mad with the old modifications, but I put some Pazzo levers on it. So these are gunmetal coloured. And I've gone for, I'm just going to twist it, I've gone for the long on this side and the short on this side.
Oh, okay.
Reason being, the quick shifter on this bike means you don't use this, the clutch side hardly at all. So I thought, well, let's be a bit different and have a short one on this side.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's what I've done, and it's worked out really well. I'm definitely, if I do use it, I'm still only 2-fingering it as well, which is sort of something.
Right.
You know, normally I'm full on, but yeah, it's a nice.
That is different.
Nice little set, I think.
I've used Pazzo levers a lot. I do like them.
Yeah.
I always hated short levers though. I don't know why. I was just always shorty levers. I don't know why. I just never liked them.
Is that from you using them or just the looks?
No, using them. But then I think the reason is because if I can just, because I don't ride with my hand kind of like that. I'm more like this.
Yeah.
The ball of my hand is on the end here. That's just a personal thing. There's usually a gap.
You probably ride proper, and I don't.
Well, I don't think riding proper is such an individual thing.
It was definitely a weird the first time I pulled away, and then for the subsequent couple of rides. But now it's just like, oh, they're short, and that's that. I definitely say consider it if it's something. But like I say, the main reason I went for the short was because of the quick shifter on the bike. I knew I wouldn't be pulling that in as much as you would if you didn't have a quick shifter. So.
Yeah. Now I notice prior to this video, you've removed your hemorrhoid.
I've got. Got a comfy seat.
Okay, who's this from?
Airhawk.
Airhawk. Yeah.
I didn't want you to all take the mick out of me, so I took it off. But this just clips on. You can take it on and off and leave the clips on. And it's an air bladder. Now it's not deflated. That is the idea of it. You blow it up, and then you sit on it, and then you just let some air out.
Okay.
And the idea being, when you're actually all sat on it, it supports your butt bones are here, and then touching the seat just a little bit, and then it's supporting the rest of the seat.
Okay.
And then it just makes it more comfortable. Because I do quite a lot of miles on it, or a lot of time on the bike, so sort of an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time. My ass was getting a bit numb, but it's kind of alleviated that issue now.
Do Honda do a comfort seat for it?
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. There are relatively few accessories for the CB1000 at the moment from Honda, and those that are accessories, I've already got fitted to this because it's the Plus version.
Right.
So, for instance, the guards, radiator grille and stuff like that. That's all an accessory, because this is the Plus version. I've already got it. So that wasn't something. That I could. Well, they've definitely not done one yet, anyway.
Okay.
And we're getting a tank pad. That's probably about the only other accessory on its way.
Now, speaking of the tank, you pointed something out to me, and we're going to have to see if we can see it here.
I've got some stills if we want to slot them in, but
it's all right. I've got it here. Struggling with the focus a little bit because for some reason the autofocus on this is currently buggered, and I don't know why. There you go. You can kind of see him. So and it's not just there, is it, either? No.
There is a lot of scuffs, and before anyone says they haven't cleaned it with a brush, some of this has come from a microfiber cloth that must have had a bit of dirt on it or something like that, but some of it is just general wear on the paint.
Yeah, but that's you can't quite see it in the camera.
It is a lot, so much so that I've raised the issue with Honda, and I'm waiting to see what they say. I want to get a protective film put on it, but before I do that, I just want to make sure that it's not an issue. Speaking to a few people in the industry, I don't know the exact chemicals and stuff and why and all this sort of stuff, but the short version of it is some new European rule means that there is a chemical that now cannot go into paint, which basically means there's a layer less of lacquer, so there's a layer less of protection, and it's affecting paint, even in the car industry. Oh yeah,
you said you had an example, didn't you?
Yeah, they've got another company that specialises in paint. I can't remember the company, but they've got their own building on site, three layers, 2 underground. It's a sort of posh place, and they specialise in paint. Even they are struggling to get the consistency or the mixture right because of these new European laws. It's kind of like, well, why don't Honda make this bike amazing, more brake horsepower, more this, more that, more the other? It basically comes down to the restrictions on what they're allowed to do. It's not that they can't do it, it's that they're not allowed to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's similar with the paint. They can't make it super strong or whatever. So yeah, we'll try and get an update on that and let you know in the next episode, I guess.
Speaking of power, I know you've been to see our friends at SP Engineering for a can, and I'm hoping actually that we'll have some photos of the various ones they showed, which we can kind of slot in here.
Yeah.
Because one thing that we didn't know about this is that apart from this can here, which goes onto collector box, it's all
one system.
It's one system, isn't it?
Yeah.
And very few people currently make full systems.
Very few people. There are a few which we're going to keep hush hush. But yeah, basically, if you didn't want to go that extreme,
so like a 2/3 system or something
to get rid of that box, you'd have to cut it. and then they'd weld it, which for us isn't an option. So it's either end can and full system, which is what we're basically doing. So we're going to end can it, and then we're going to full system it in time.
To be honest, if it was my own bike, I couldn't be bothered to do that.
What would you do?
Get it cut.
Okay.
I'd probably just stick an end can on and have done with it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when you come to sell it again, you've then got to explain why it's cut and welded, and if someone else isn't as particular about noise that we are, they might want the original system back on it, and you can't kind of do it unless you get it re-welded, I guess, but I don't know if that's an option.
Again, this all sounds like hassle.
Yeah.
But okay, so have you not decided on which SP can you're going to have?
We're going to go with the HRC.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's basically like I've got a little mesh on the end of it.
Sounds good.
But we're picking that up very soon.
Okay, and so you've been pounding the miles. Does this bike suit you?
I think it suits me.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind that's my own bike. It's very similar.
Yeah.
Obviously that's more touring. This is more. I think it's more muscle than calf racer.
Or sport.
Sport muscle.
No. I'm saying I think you're right. I think it's more muscle look and all the rest of it than a sports naked.
And I think it suits me. If I had the money, it would be a bike I'd consider.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, mate. Well, okay. Well, hopefully we'll catch up episode 3 at some point, and hopefully we'll have a video of you from your track day.
Yeah, baby.
Out soon. Cheers, Martin.
Cheers, mate.